Hello, and welcome to our workshop. Very happy I can see you all here, and I hope you got the messages and the link directly from me. I have been busy today, so I didn't really have too much time to actually promote the event because I was spending my day at the hospital. So, but everything's fine with me, so thanks very much for turning up and welcome to the Ideal Client exercise. This is by far my very favorite exercise at the moment, because it does give businesses, especially SMEs, the clarity that they need, that they need to actually find their voice, find their brand, create those marketing messages that they really want to get out there to get the right types of customers, because that's the most important thing. You want to get the customers who are going to be a joy to work with. I do apologize for the flashing. I don't know if my picture is flashing for me as well as for you as well as me. I seem to be in like a disco mode at the moment, and I don't really know why. Hopefully it's not the case. If it is, just let me know. Still doing this. I've just changed that and it's just not okay. I hope it's not the same for you, because it is a little bit annoying, but I'm not going to look at that. I'm just going to start my presentation, and thanks very much for coming over and trusting me with this training that I love delivering. I've delivered the same training for years. I've done it for people who were running businesses around the wedding industry. I've done it for companies, and I've done it online on Facebook. So it is one of my favorite topics, and I can certainly talk about it for a long time, much longer than an hour. Obviously, I'm just going to cover the basics in this workshop. If you look at the stream at the bottom, you will find the free download link to the Ideal Client exercise. So it is a worksheet we created and have upgraded quite a few times in the past 5 years, and that is a worksheet we work with our clients on as well before we actually start any work on their marketing. So it is a very essential worksheet, and you can get it for free. So make sure that you download it from the link below, so you can go through the ideas I'm sharing with you today on the worksheet yourself in your own time. I would recommend blocking off about 2 hours of your time, and maybe inviting either a business partner or a colleague, or even an external person who has a different view of your business than you do, and that's going to probably help. So I will put the link in the chat anyway later on. So let's get started if nobody's got any questions. So let's start with why we need to find our own voices, and why we need to stand out from the crowd, and why we actually do need to get people to listen to us as SMEs. So small and medium-sized businesses matter a lot. They employ about over 40% of the workforce in the UK. So if you think you are very small, it is probably not the case. You are actually probably Okay, let me just test something. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so I'm back. It's still doing that, so I do apologize for that. So, as I said before, you are more important than you think. Small and medium-sized businesses matter, and I want you to increase your reach and get a competitive edge that you've been searching for, because for SMEs you need to work smarter on your marketing instead of harder, because you don't have the budget of Unilever to throw at your marketing, as I always say. So the just about me, if you don't know me, I know that Mary knows me, and quite a few people know me over here. So as you can hear, I am from Hungary. I've been in digital marketing since 2011, but I've been in marketing much longer. I run Elements Marketing, which is a full service sales funnel agency, so we automate marketing systems and we build them from the ground up. We are located in Ferroccium, which is in northwest of the UK. It's a small market town. I like it because it's like a Goldilocks place. It's not too big and it's not too small either. Yeah, we have been named the top 100 elite SMEs 2 years in a row indeed. So we actually improved our position this year from last year, which is brilliant for us. And we mainly work with coaches or service providers, professional service providers who are in the business to business industries to help them reach their next milestone through sales funnels and automation and everything else that comes with it. So everything we do is all about targeting and getting the message right and making sure that we are attracting the right type of people. So the one question I wanted to ask you all, and I would be more than grateful if you could put down in the comments, what does your brand stand for? So if you had to describe the brand itself, and just imagine you are in Dragon's Den, so what is the one sentence you want people to remember your brand by, and that should be your brand identity. To have a consistent image, message and communicate your values, you need to be very clear on what your brand stands for. And one of the best ways of getting started is to create a mission and vision statement. Now at Elements Marketing we do have a visual for that on the website that tells visitors about what we do and how we do it. And if you think, yeah, why would I put a mission and vision and value statement on the website, no one's going to read it. It is actually important because some people do. For example, on our website, sometimes I get phone calls from people who actually read my entire bio and they say, oh yeah, I know what happened to you when you were in your 20s and why you are in marketing. So don't ever underestimate your audience, because they want to have a relationship with you, and if you don't have a strong brand persona, they are not going to be willing to enter that relationship. So that all comes down to the USP. A USP is a unique selling proposition. So when I ask people what makes you unique, and if you watch any programs like Dragons and or just go networking to be honest. If you go networking, you will probably find people saying, oh yeah, we are better, we've got the better customer service, or that's not unique enough. It is not tangible. It does not actually talk about what you do differently. And until you've got your USP nailed down, it's just not going to, your brand is not going to be powerful enough to actually get traction in the market. For example, for us, we've got a couple of taglines based on what type of client we work with. So one of them is, we actually don't want people to wake up in the middle of the night thinking about, well, I'm paying that company for my marketing, but I don't really know what's happening or what I'm spending money on. And that's a very strong message, because and it is a message most of our clients can relate to, because they have worked with other agencies. He don't care. Like literally, if they lose a couple of £1,000 on paid ads for them, they don't care, because it's not their money. And they will just send the reports as and when they feel like sending the reports, which is not very good. So obviously that is something you will have to sit down and think about, and that's why I recommended at least 2 hours allocated for that exercise. And it's not only being different, because whatever you have in your head about your brand, it might not be how your customers see you. So you always have to survey the market, and you always have to ask for feedback. Like, how does it feel like to work with us? And instead of being scared of feedback or reviews, I would always encourage it. Even if you don't want bad reputation, you can still send an email to clients and ask them, how could we improve, or what do you like about us? We are very fortunate here at Elements Marketing, because we've got a 5-star rating across every single platform, and our clients actually do tell us what they like about us. So it is just like all about how we approach things, how we come up with the ideas, how we communicate. That's what they like, and that gives other people the right impression. So always get a feedback from your clients, and you can always ask them what makes them connect with you, which is a really good question. So let's say you've got your ideal client, they are the perfect fit for your business. What makes them send an email or submit a contact form or go on the chat or lift up the phone if they are old-fashioned? Believe it or not, some of our clients actually do love talking to us on the phone. So they will just pick up the phone, oh, how is it going? What shall we do now? And that's it, because they'd rather speak to us in person. And they do appreciate that they are not going to be passed on from one account manager to another one and wait for a call back or anything, because they can actually get the answers they want. And what is the extra value you provide? So one of the things I see in the SME community, because especially in the industries that are very competitive, so we're talking about business coaching, life coaching, accounting, even marketing. Our industry is just so competitive, and there's always going to be somebody who shouts louder than you. So you've got to figure out what is the extra value you provide for that client that other people don't, because that's going to make them choose you instead of other providers. So that's a really good question. I would like you to write it down, because answering that question alone is going to just open your eyes. It will be just like having a surgery like I did last month and feeling like, oh, somebody turned on the light, I literally felt like going from a 1970s TV into like a 4K. So hopefully that's how you're going to feel like when you answer these questions. And finally, what makes you better than your competition? But you can't just say, oh yeah, we've got better quality or we've got better customer service. It's got to be very specific. So it's got to be, for example, if you're selling goods on your website, you can say our complaints are 0% or 0.1%, and we always give refund without question. Or you can say that we replace items in 2 days, or you can say that we offer free delivery and other people don't. So, or we offer free fitting if you are doing custom clothing, for example. So it is something that is going to be unique to you. And I'm going to give you a very short story from 1999 when I was a marketing manager, and in 6 months I got promoted into a marketing director role. And the reason being is because we actually managed to get the company 20 times more clients in 6 months than they had originally. And how we did it was really strange, because I was still at university full time and working for this company. So I didn't know anything about USP back then. I was only doing marketing school and I was doing a university course at the same time. So I had no idea what USP was. So if you don't, that's fine. And I figured out that, yeah, this company does printing business cards, they print books, they do print envelopes and direct mail, and they print leaflets and everything else. But the problem was that there were 500 more businesses doing the same, so they couldn't compete. And you don't always have to compete on price, otherwise you are going to price yourself out. So I started thinking, what is the one thing that business can do that other people can't do? And then I found one thing they could do, which was really big back then. It was printing envelopes, printing on the back and on the edge, right on the edge of the envelope, without smudging it, because they had the special machines from America that other businesses didn't have. So their machines couldn't actually do what this company's machines could do. So we built the whole campaign around the envelopes, because direct mail back then was big, and that's how we actually managed to get them 20 times more clients. And it was a direct mail campaign as well, so we had the resources to print really pretty envelopes we sent it out in. So that's just a USP story, how you can approach it and how you can find what makes you better or more unique than the competition. So there are a couple of ways you can figure out your USP. You can ask yourself, what do your customers value? Where do you stand on the market? Where do you rank well? And what makes people buy from you instead of other people? And it is actually a question on the ideal client exercise. So if you have not downloaded it yet, I would recommend that you do. So in the marketing mix, this is the traditional marketing mix. Obviously there are like 6 P's, 7 P's, I don't know how many they managed to get up to, but this is the traditional one that I learned back in 1999 from the Ogilvy book I was given. So it's the product, the price, the promotion, and the place. And that is a very nice place to start as an SME, because it's very simple. What am I selling? So it can be a product, can be a service as well, don't forget. The price, so are you in the top of the range, medium, or budget price? And where are you marketing it? So what are your distribution channels, and how are you getting the messages across to your clients? So that's a very, very important thing. And promotion includes content, it includes branding, and it includes a lot more. So, but until you've got the product and the price and the place fixed and right where it should be, there's no point promoting it, because then you will confuse your audience with mixed messages. And storytelling is another way you can actually communicate your brand message and connect with your ideal client. So people love stories, and storytelling has been around for a long, long time. I mean, that's actually how our ancestors spent the evenings, because they didn't have TV or internet. So storytelling is an amazing thing, and I absolutely love stories. When I was recovering from the operation, I consumed an insane amount of audiobooks, because I wasn't allowed to read. So storytelling is a very, very good way of creating emotional connection with your audience, and that is just amazing. Now, because we are funnel builders and sales funnel agency, I've been following Russell Brunson for a long time, and he's got a formula that works for any type of content out there, which is hook, story, offer. So what he means is, you've got to, the hook is pretty much just to create interest in your audience. The story is your personal story people can relate to, and the offer is the transition, saying, I've done that, do you want help with that as well? Because I've just proven to you that I solved that problem already. So obviously that's a very simple formula that we use in email marketing, we use it in social media posts, and we use it in loads and loads of places because it works. So storytelling is great, and why not tell the story of why you started your business? People absolutely love hearing stories. My story is about redundancy and finally being able to go back to marketing. But some people will have other reasons, personal reasons, health reasons, a strong commitment to a cause. So whatever your story is, get it clear and use it in your marketing and communication. And getting back to nailing down your business, I would like you to do this exercise and take it very seriously. So what problems do you solve? How do you communicate your value? What results are you expecting from your marketing at the moment? Are you reaching out to the right audience? And that's a crucial question you've got to answer. I'm actually going to get a t-shirt that says, I've been a sucker for bad leads, because I have. So just because someone says they are interested, it is not always the case. They might be interested, but they might not have the budget, or they might just be interested but dreaming, because they don't have a business, or they don't really have what it takes to succeed. And these are just going to be people you waste time, money, energy on, and it's just not the way to build your business. Believe me, I've done it. So reaching the right audience is important, and that's why we always do the ideal client exercise. So next we are going to talk about your ideal clients, so just bear with me because that's going to be great. So whether or not you already have a business or you're looking to get some business on the books, you need to know who your customers are. So if you already have a business, you need to understand, are these the people I absolutely love working with, or am I just working with them because I need the money? If it's the latter, you've got to find a better way and replace those clients who are sucking all your energy away with people who are a joy to work with. We've done it a few times. In fact, I'm famous for firing clients. It's not that I'm mean, and I don't like firing clients at all, but my patience comes to an end. So if I see that they are not actually either not serious, don't trust us enough, or they try to meddle with their campaigns and tell us what to do, or they want to micromanage our stuff saying, oh, I want orange bullet points with green letters, it's not going to work. Or if they are just simply not clear about what they really want to achieve, it's like Winnie the Pooh. Like, where do you want to go? I don't know. Then go either way. I don't care. So that's kind of my attitude. So we are famous for firing clients who were on quite a big retainer, but obviously it is something you've got to make a decision about. So I'm not saying fire all the clients who are not ideal clients, because it might be a financial suicide. All I'm saying is try to replace them with the ideal clients based on this exercise and the exercise you are downloading from our website. So the main question is, so once you know who your ideal clients are, you've got to figure out how to meet their expectations. So make sure that their values are the same as yours. It is a crucial thing, and I talk about it so many times, and I still can't talk about it enough. The reason being is because if you don't agree with what they do, you will just do things for them half-heartedly. We recently fired a client because he actually turned around and said that, oh, I can just buy 300 Google reviews, and we said, yeah, you can do that, but if you do that, we are not going to add our name to that campaign. It's not going to work. So you always have to make sure that you create a brand they can relate to. And one of the questions on the ideal client sheet is, what's their most urgent problems? Because if you think about it, I've seen so many business coaches and life coaches who just say, oh yeah, I can solve this problem, I can solve that problem, I can solve that problem, and they just like shoot out different messages and confuse their audience. You just have to find that one problem that is common in your audience and ask people, can I help you solve that most urgent problem in your life, in your business, in your relationship, in your health? And that's definitely going to be your winning message. And obviously your job as an SME to stay competitive is to provide a better solution than anyone else out there. And it is not always easy, but if you keep a close eye on the competition, you will be able to do that. And I always say this, and I might sound a little bit harsh, because I usually say that people are very selfish. So the first thing people are going to ask when you present your offer to them, whether you're an accountant, business coach, or financial advisor, is what's in it for me and why should I care. So if your marketing messages based on your brand, your USP and your ideal client persona don't resonate with that question and don't answer their question, there's no point. It's like wasting your time, money and energy on putting messages out there that just don't do anything. So that's my presentation about the ideal client, and I want you to go away and improve your marketing using the ideal client sheet that I provided. So obviously we do offer this service, so we can actually sit with you and go through the whole sheet and create the whole branding strategy for you. You don't have to be a client of ours. So even though it is a client only exercise, I just think it can help so many SMEs in the UK and worldwide, and it can help so many businesses stay open, because I just had a chat with somebody this week and they informed me that the number of insolvencies in the UK was at a 30-year high in November and December 2023. So businesses are struggling and there isn't enough help out there. I know there is the Help to Grow, where I have actually done some mentoring for Lancaster University, and it is a great tool, but without having the strategy behind the brand and without getting that one-on-one help, it's really tough for most businesses, especially startups. So that's the reason I am offering this ideal client exercise. If you are on a very small budget, I would definitely recommend that you just go through it with your partner, with your business associates. But if you think, yeah, I'm going to give it 100% and I'm going to make this business work, and I'm going to nail down my brand messages, ideal client exercise and everything else, then I would highly recommend that you do join us for a session, an ideal client session, which will be more personalized, and we will be asking you the right questions and come up with a strategy together that can potentially explode your brand. We are actually, this year we are exploding 2 or 3 brands already between the 2 businesses we've got, so that's our superpower. We can just take an idea, run with it and just make it work for your business. So if you would like to download the ideal client exercise, please feel free to do that. I'm just going to put the link in the chat, and if you would like to book in an ideal client session, I can also send you the discount code for that, so just put some notes on there. I will send you the link for booking it, and if you put a comment on this page, then you are going to be able to ask for a discount code to put down the booking link, and that means you will have a clearer strategy for 2024, which is probably going to be one of the hardest years for SMEs. But if you're serious about your business and you love what you're doing, you deserve to have the best year ever despite everything else. So just as by the way, this meeting will be recorded because I was sending out the links 10 minutes before the start day, so not everybody could actually receive it and join in. So I'm going to send out the recording of this session anyway to people who indicated that they are interested. Now I got a few emails as well saying, oh, I can't make that time, can I have the recording? Of course you can. So just a little bit of bonus for those who turned up. So the 10 ways to improve your digital marketing, which is my Bible. So these are our top tips. It is a summary basically of what I just covered. Now, so be clear on what you stand for. So your vision, mission and values, it's really important. Do your market research so you know what your competition is going for and what they offer and how you can actually be better, do things better than they do. Communicate your values, so getting the testimonials and putting them out everywhere you go, building the trust and showing people that you actually create value is important. Now, choosing your main social media platforms is really important. Russell Brunson says that you always need to have one home. So it's got to be one platform where you are always there. So for me, it is LinkedIn 100% and my blog. So my second one is obviously the company blog, but it's not me, it's the company. But LinkedIn is my house. so I can invite people in my house for a coffee, basically. That's what he's saying. But if you are trying to be everywhere, then it's just going to be hard work and struggle, and you will waste a lot of energy and time. So choose the platform where your audience hangs out. That's as simple as that. And obviously tailor the content to your ideal client's needs, and that's why you need to understand what keeps up your ideal clients at night and what their most urgent problems are. And if you are on social media or even blogging, it's really important that you find a way to stop them scrolling, because my kids' generations, they don't stop scrolling. I don't know how, that's got to be like a scrolling disease in the phone, because that's all they seem to be doing. So it's very important that you capture their interest as soon as possible with the headlines, with the images, with the videos, and just by the brand itself. And whatever you do, always deliver value, because I see so many small businesses, especially on LinkedIn or email, they just try to pitch the deal before they actually build a relationship or give away anything valuable or prove their worth. And it's just not working like that anymore. People are much smarter. So deliver value before you actually ask for the money, and there are a few easy ways of doing it. Content marketing tips, blogging, free videos, free downloads, free workshops. Anything that can put you on the map as an expert is definitely going to be getting you business long term. One of the things I always say to our clients is we need to track everything, because whatever you don't measure, you can't improve. So measuring the results is important, especially if you are trying to target multiple accounts and multiple platforms. You need to see where your leads are coming from, but not only where your leads are coming from, but you also have to see where your customers are coming from. So that's two different things. You might be getting loads of leads, but they are not the right quality and they don't convert from one platform, while you will get 2 leads from another one, but 1 out of 2 are going to be clients. So it's always important to measure your results. And finally, I know most of you will be in a situation where you just feel like, I've been trying for long enough and it hasn't happened yet, what am I going to do? And if I told you patience, I would not be popular here. So but you do have to be consistent. So just because you put 3 posts on Facebook and nobody liked it, it doesn't mean it's never going to happen. And one of the good good examples is Mr. Beast on YouTube. So he was actually posting for over a year before he actually got some traction on YouTube. So every single day he was posting, and in the beginning nobody actually cared about what he was posting, but he was consistent. So always remember Mr. Beast. So obviously here are the action plans. I will send out the whole presentation to you with the link. So there's the ideal client sheet that I would like you to download, as I mentioned. And then there's a free session that I offer for you, which is just to give you an overview of what we do and give you some tips. But if you would like to book in an ideal client exercise, that's also an option. There is a discount code that's available for you. And if you did like the presentation, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on TikTok. We stopped TikTok because it's not really our audience. We just did a branding campaign on there, so we are not really active there. And as I said, my house is LinkedIn. Obviously check out the blogs on Elements Marketing, because I personally write them, so it's not some kind of AI crap that you will find on some other blogs. It is actually all focused around the SMEs, their marketing problems, and offers some free advice basically, so it's worth doing it. I also have a LinkedIn newsletter. It's called Marketing Mastermind, and I hope to see you as a subscriber, because I talk about everything. I talk about mimic octopuses and mutant wolves, and I talk about the death of a salesperson, and death of a BDM. I talk a lot about the SMEs problems. So if you are looking for some inspiration and the comments, which can be sometimes hilarious, please join me on the Marketing Mastermind newsletter on LinkedIn. So I don't really think that the comments are enabled on this stream, and I do apologize, because I really wanted to have a chat with all of you like last time I did on the LinkedIn workshop. So I do apologize, but if you actually watch this back and there is an option to comment, please say hi, please let me know what you thought about the webinar. And I'm going to put on the link to my £1 a day training as well, which is, to be honest, it's the cheapest out there. I mean, I could not put a price on that training, because it is built all around SMEs. It's built around your marketing problems. So if you want to dig deeper into the ideal client exercise, and you want to renew your brand before launching or relaunching your business or growing it, the 21-day program for £1 a day is brilliant. It's just flying off the shelves anyway at the moment, because it's just so massive value. We're talking about exercises every day for 21 days, and a 5 to 10 minute video that details all the action plan, all the steps of the action plan you've got to do to grow your business through marketing. So it is an invaluable training for only £21 for 21 days. I will put the link below, and please share it too. So thanks very much. I do apologize for the lack of interactive tools at the moment. I don't know what happened with the stream, but hopefully I'm going to get some help next time with the technology, because hardware is not my thing, software is my thing. So I just have to put it down to lack of hardware skills, that I haven't managed to sort out the stream so it can actually be interactive like last time when we had loads of comments. So thanks very much again, those of you who are watching back, thanks very much for coming back and bearing with me on this presentation. It's lovely to see all of you who actually indicated that you're turning up and you are actually interested in what I've got to say. So all the best for 2024, and please do look out for the next sessions, the next Elements webinars. We are going to talk about everything that you might come up with, so please send us some comments or questions so we can tailor the next month's content, because we are going to start scheduling it online very soon. So please send us comments of what you would like to know, learn about or hear about, and then we are going to come up with the next 10 webinars which will be free, because I just know how challenging it can be running a small or medium-sized business, and I just want to help as many people as possible. So thanks very much again for turning up, and it's been a pleasure to have you all here with us. I do apologize for the camera shadiness and flashing as well. No idea what's happening there. I think it's probably my weird aura or energy levels or something like that, or it might be technology. So whatever it is, I do apologize for that, and see you at the next webinar. Thank you.